for 52. What was you saying about the
Oh,
year?
if everybody was looking at the market in this past week,
Mm-hmm.
it's a 52-week high. So it's always a 52-week high. So you see the market jump. It may be an influx. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I saw. It's going to be a 52-week high.
Mm-hmm.
The market is undefeated. If you don't believe in the stock market, if you think that it's down or whatever the case may be, shareholders are the most important thing in this corporation. Because it is what it is. Shareholders are everything. And they're here to please their shareholders and not in the business of losing shareholders' money. So it'd be a 52-week high. So you got to give it a opportunity to influx to see where it's going to balance out, and they're getting the infrastructure into play. So just watch your pennies. Watch your pennies. This is a play. This is a money play. Y'all, everybody do plays on the street, and everybody makes certain things happen, and whatever corporate entity you operate in, or
Mm-hmm.
whatever street element you function in. This is a government play. They the big gangsters. Respect their gangster. At the end of the day, there's no. We have a president who's allegedly been, convicted of all these felonies, and he's the head of this country. It is what it is. Get your pennies in order. Like you said, yeah, classic.
Well,
Get
pennies
your
is
pennies
going away.
in these dollars. Prepare for your financial future.
Oh yeah.
You can still be patriotic while you have some paper in your pocket. How
Mm-hmm.
about that? How about them three P's? Be patriotic with some paper in your pocket. How about that?
I hear that. Mm. What about you, Cole? You got any opinion on what's been going on?
Not
No.
at all.
Mm. I get it. I get
I
it.
dig it. I dig it. We're gonna get to these comments. We're going to do a roll call real quick. We're gonna do a real one roll call. Sko had been in the building. I don't know what this name is.
We're just gonna say Shala. That's like that's the only thing I can get out of that. Is
But
Shala.
yeah,
Welcome in,
Charlotte
Shala.
4462 Wood. Go ahead, Ryan. Get out your way.
Classic said 333. Welcome in, Classic.
My boy.
Caesar said, "Hello, I am Catholic, so please be respectful." Okay, thanks. Okay, Caesar.
All
What
right,
goes
see.
down on RSC and all these pages are what we do. So if you get offended, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but we thank you for your view.
Thank you,
I'm
sir.
not sorry, really. Sorry, not sorry. Classic said 333. Jen, hey Jen, welcome in 333. Paulette Gavin. Darn straight tootin' money is. That's what I got from that. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
Paulette,
you,
you know what's
Paulette.
going on. You know what's going on, Paulette.
Paulette
So,
said fact.
yeah, we
I
try
think
to
that's
we
how
try our best.
I was
We
trying to
try our
express
best.
how she wrote that on there. Darn tootin'. Yeah, money.
Darn too.
Yeah. Professor Vex, welcome in. He said it's just not oil, it's positioning. If I'm not mistaken, the Americans have limited global support in terms of foreign bases. It's far easier to invade the Americas.
Yep, because since we ain't been fracking, we are last in oil production.
Oh yeah.
We are last in oil production. That is certainly so. You and positioning is right, Professor Vex. I appreciate your comment, brother. It definitely is that positioning, and we must do this because we are getting ready to align with a very important ally.
Hmm.
And I believe, in my opinion, I believe that we're about to get rid of a lot of debt,
Hmm.
even though we can't. But the perception of debt. So
Yeah.
thank you for your comment, brother. Oh, you got another one.
He said this is what a dying power does to sustain control.
Yes, sir. And hey, let me. I can honest. I agree with you, sir. And that's for real. And we need to. We need to for the safety of our patrons here in this great state, in this
Mhm.
great country. We need to. We need to. It's only right. So thank you for that too, brother. Ted,
Oh, Ted said 333. Welcome in, Ted. We're glad you're in here.
brother Ted,
And Classic said pennies make dollars.
without a doubt, brother.
But they're
Without a
getting rid of the pennies. Aren't that's a whole nother
you know
segment.
what? I think
Getting
that's
rid
a
of the
farce.
pennies.
I think that's a farce. I think
No.
that's a farce
Mm.
because it's crazy. I just went into Albertsons today, and Albertsons was saying, "Could you bring in your pennies, please?" They was asking at the customer service desk to bring in their pennies, please.
They telling you to bring in their pennies, and the stores over here saying we don't have pennies. Don't bring us no pennies. So it's crazy. So either you want the pennies or you don't want the pennies. Do I
They
need
need
do
to
I
make
need
up
to
their
get rid of
mind.
my pennies in my piggy bank, or do I need to hold on to the pennies? Are they gonna be worth more than a penny?
I
What's
don't
going
know.
on? No,
I don't know. Maybe it's the copper. Maybe it's I don't know. Maybe it's the copper.
that's
You know what I mean?
that's something
Copper's
we're gonna have to
used in
look
a lot of
into.
things.
Yeah.
They might need to use that copper.
Mm-hmm. Pastor
Like,
said 333.
mm-hmm.
Professor said the whole point of BRICS, BRICS, was to eliminate the USD and oil and petrol. Invading Venezuela halts the inevitable.
Ooh,
Mm.
who are you?
What is
Who
can
are
y'all
you? You
educate on
evil
what BRICS is?
genius.
BRICS? Can
Yeah,
what is it?
Brazil, Russia, India, and China.
Oh, okay, okay.
They're the
And
people
the
who
Soviet.
they want to break the. So the penny going away is a form of moving towards BRICS. They're trying to break
Okay.
down the weakness of the power of the dollar.
Mhm.
So like they're going back down to like cracking the dollar. I think it's gonna happen. I don't know if we're gonna see it, but I think it's gonna happen eventually though.
Eventually, they've
This
been
Mm.
is
trying for years.
this was something that they started talking about at the beginning of the pandemic. Uh,
Mm.
it was
Mm-hmm.
very heavy on the stock markets when people were
Mm-hmm.
following stocks. A lot of people started talking about the bricks, but if it happens, it's going to be dangerous. Like our dollar ain't going to be worth nothing. Like
Make
nothing. It's really ain't worth nothing anyway in other
It's not
countries.
worth anything anyway because there's nothing bagging it.
When I was in Kuwait, it took $3. I think that's what Tez was talking about in Kuwait. It took $3 to equal $1, $1 American of one. So
ooh,
And check this out. In 2000, in the year 2000, it was 1,100 won that equals $1.
mhm.
It's crazy. Hey, appreciate your comment on Professor Vex, man. Hey,
welcome
you
in
coming,
and
man. Welcome to the
mhm.
show, brother.
Yeah. Ted said can't be kidnapping foreign heads of state.
Did we kidnap him?
Roxy. Hey, Roxy. Hey, Roxy.
Hey, what's up, Roxy?
Hey,
Welcome back, man. Hey,
hey, Alicia. She said, hey.
hey.
Kay said 333. Welcome in, Kay.
Okay, in the building.
Ted said it's Kuwait all over again. Mm. Kay said no war, but class war.
Mm.
Roxy said I seen a letter at Aldi about the pennies, and I was like, what? I know, yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
I
bring your
see.
pennies in here. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I feel you. I
Mhm.
feel you.
Classy said buy crypto now.
Yes,
Now.
yes, yes.
No
You
said
better
no.
buy crypto now.
Ted said, yeah, he did kidnap him. Japan has decided that it wants to protect itself and is busy spending $7 billion to rearm itself.
Hey, classic. Are you aware of how it fluctuates and how it hits a floor, then it hits the ceiling, and then it fluctuates like every 4 months, 3 to 4 months. It does that, like because you know how XRP and XLM has been moving, and it like it hit a ceiling, and now it's reaching toward that ceiling again. You see how crazy it is. So if it busts that $3, if it busts, I say if it busts 278, it's gonna bust $3.
Mm.
I'm just putting that out there, man. If you didn't know, you know what I mean.
Professor said timing is fortuitous. Did I say that
Fortress.
right? Fortuitous. Venezuela, among other countries, were attempting to join BRICS. They applied, but were not recognized yet.
Mm. Hmm. You know about that, Souls?
Yeah. I mean, it's been going on for about 5 years now. I think
5 years.
about 5 years. That's why I don't know why y'all investing in that crypto and Bitcoin. That stuff don't even exist, man.
I did what you're saying.
If you can make your money now, go ahead and make it. I think you're pulling from some invisible pot, but like I think it's very dangerous. I think what they're trying to I think eventually what the stock market is going to become outside of like the huge companies that make money anyway, all the Bitcoin, crypto, I think that is going to be their way to introduce new currency
hmm
and force people to either act accordingly or you're going to be broke.
I think that it's going everything is pretty much digital currency
True, true. Hmm.
because that's why they allow you to put your cards on your wallet, your credit cards on your wallet, on your phone. Tap to pay was the first, like, you know, just to get rid of physical
Yeah.
bread. Because
Mhm.
I know when Fed now starts to incorporate itself because they gave it and they kind of like inched it back a little, like, oh, too soon, too soon, too soon. Like they introduced it. You remember when they was talking about Fed now?
Yeah.
And I was like, what Fed now? And then they was talking about getting rid of Zelle and not, but then what they was trying to get rid of the Zelle, they was bringing in the XRP as a engine to
Yeah.
move money. That's cryptocurrency, which is digital currency.
Yeah.
Like we say crypto, and everybody say, "Oh, cryptocurrency," so they have that idea in their head. But when it's
Mhm.
all digital currency, you
Heard.
know what I mean? So instead of having, you're gonna have centralized and decentralized. I always thought the Bitcoin was gonna be like the new $100 bill, and
Mm.
then something like X at it's evading my mind right now. The one that starts with E, that was going to be like the $50 bill. It was going to be like that in that realm. So
Oh,
Mhm.
I just been you just watch and see which stable coin is going to win out. You know what I mean? All the altcoins and meme coins, those were just ways of helping people earn revenue so they can move into the altcoins and stable coins. You know what I mean?
mhm.
That's when the Doge had that big influx. That was a big influx. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah,
I
man.
I just had something just pop in my brain. I know that each country has their own currency. Do you
Mhm.
think that eventually, and I know this might take years or maybe even another century, that there would be like a worldwide, like, known currency?
That's what the brick would be.
Mhm.
Okay.
But it'll be powered by those countries.
Yeah.
And the countries that are outside of the BRIC would have to still.
They would just have to fall in accordingly. Kind of like what we did when, in like early days. You got to think about it. The USD was it. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like our dollar used to be worth lot back in the day. And now it just kind of lost its value because other countries seeing that, hey, we can create our own, pretty much what you're saying, we can create our own currency and not
Like
have
a
to,
universal currency
yeah,
that across the world.
yeah, we
Yeah.
develop our own worth, not the
Yeah.
US. So,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. It's only fair. It's
mhm.
only fair.
It's going to be a war for sure, though.
Yeah. It's gonna be a real currency war.
Grayson said, "What's good? Welcome in, Grayson." James, we ain't studying you, but we appreciate your view and your comment. You make sure you subscribe and come back, but we ain't studying you.
Goofy.
We don't want any of that what you sharing. Kay said crypto is greater no, ammo is greater than crypto, allegedly and for purely content creation purposes.
I know that's right, Kay.
Ben Beast, welcome in. Hello. Is this really the live? Yes, we are live and in
Yeah.
person right here. We are
Yeah.
live. We
Yeah.
appreciate you
You're
coming
live now. Your comment is live, Ben Beast 45.
in. Professor said, at the end of the day, everything we, the US, moves towards in an attempt to protecting the USD. That is what sustains power and balances in the US economy. We don't have the resources to back.
Mhm.
Like you, bro. I like you, bro.
Make sure you
And
subscribe and come back and see us.
yeah, subscribe and come back and see us, man. That's
Mhm.
Souls of Thought. That is Conversation with Soft Rain, the
Mhm.
classic codes, and the tears down. And this is Uncle Plug TV. Or you came in on somebody's channel.
I don't know.
Yeah, man. Hey, appreciate you tuning in, brother. Appreciate you sharing your ideas.
Classic said, I got 2 coins that need to hit 50 cents and I can literally disappear.
And I believe you too, bro. I truly believe you, bro.
Professor, minerals such as gold or silver or copper or lithium,
Hmm.
etc.
I like this guy. Who are you, you evil genius, man? I was just talking about this last night about 1:30 a.m. and I was talking about it this morning at about 8:45 a.m.
Mhm.
The minerals, the gold, the silver, the copper. See, I was telling you about the pennies. They need the copper. They need the lithium. The lithium for the batteries, the copper to power. All those minerals right there. That's what it's about.
Mm.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about. He said it'll be bygones.
I said, bye, guys.
I
And
believe
that's a question too. If you were to become financially abundant, like to where you could not have to work again, not be in the public eye, and your money just constantly turns over for you, would you go out in the rural area and just post up, or would you be out in the public still? Would you make your own safe haven? Um,
I want all the people that I rock with to
mhm,
truly be in the vicinity. If we could just have our own little community, we could have our own little Wellington place. You know
mhm.
what I'm saying? I would love that. Just you know what I mean? Like truly be out there in the open, like really doing our thing. But we would have to have a police
Like a
department.
a self-sustained community.
We need the army. We need our own
With
army.
police and the army.
We got our own security, like for
Mhm,
real. Like we got snipers, everything. We need to be protected. We are not having any. There will not be a BWS going down no more. That would not happen again. It
mhm.
would not exist again.
Yeah.
Straight up,
Pastor said they're going to Venezuela for that oil. That's it. That's all.
y'all, 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 because we need that energy.
And from the military stance, Uncle Plug and so, do you think it's because we're not as active over in the Middle East anymore? The reason why we're going to Venezuela to get the oil?
What makes you think we're not active?
We're
But it's
always
not. I know we always active, but it's not as active as it has been.
What makes you
they've
think
been
we're
dominating.
active?
Assumption.
Oh,
We are the true definition of invisible bullets.
Oh yeah. Oh, I
We the
I
boogeyman.
understand that.
And right now we got the leader of the boogeyman. He ain't playing. I'm just saying, I'm just
yeah.
hate him or love him, whatever your opinion may be.
Yeah.
Whatever the man say he's gonna do, damn it, he's doing it. Whether you agree with it or not. It's up to you. It's subjective.
I think a lot of people forgetting all those documents that Trump had his hands on when he didn't get elected the second time.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think people forgetting that this man has obtained a lot of intel that he was able to like sit on for 4 years while Biden did whatever he did, but he already kind of had like a plan in place to move forward. It
Yeah.
just looks very abnormal to everyone because we never had a leader take control.
Yeah. We
We
never had anybody shake and make a
yeah,
move.
we normally let other countries dictate our movement. Now we're the chess. We're the head chess piece
Yeah,
now.
we on the offense.
Yeah,
No more defense.
yeah.
We on the
People
offense.
aren't used to it, so they can't wrap them head around it. So you get all these conspiracy theories and thought process. You just got somebody who's being proactive, not reactive.
Yeah.
Mm.
And you might
Yeah.
lose him now. And that doesn't mean we ain't gonna win. I mean, ain't gonna lose something, but he's proactive.
We already gave.
Yeah. A
We
lot.
already gave. Now it's time for a little take. You know what I mean? Like we've been giving for quite some time. We've been actually the we've been paying to bully folks. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird to be giving folks all this money
Mhm.
to be our ally. You're paying folks to be our friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's crazy. Now it's like we've been taking care of you for quite some time. Now you either gonna come into the fold or we gonna come over there and destroy you. And I don't know how anybody would take this, but that's how it's supposed to be. If we're gonna sit here and stand on the fact that we're the greatest country in the world and we're not the leaders of everything, then
Mhm.
we're not the greatest country. We just blowing smoke. There's no need for us to continuously blow smoke. It's time to actually take action. It's been crazy. A lot of things have been transpiring that, even some things that happen that I don't even understand. But I understand. It has to happen. You've been given enough. Now it's time to take something. And when somebody, see that something's been taken now, they get nervous. Or what are they going to do? Well, we got one of the greatest military forces in the world. Try it if you want to. And watch these boys act the fool. They on that FAFO for real right now. This right here is showing the world right now. We on some FAFO. What you about? Because we about it. Right now, that's Master P right now. Master D, Master Donald. He playing.
Ted said they took that man and his wife, and now they're going to take his oil and let his country have a civil war.
Yeah.
Ted says it's 101, to be honest.
Okay.
Pastor said, I'll stream, but it would all be remote. Oh, that's it. That's what he said he would do. He would stream.
You have a VPN on your location. You don't know where he is. That's awesome, man. Thank y'all so much for your comments, man. We really appreciate it, man. I'm about to slide over. That icebreaker was damn near show. That was dope.
Yeah.
That was dope.
I'm glad I mentioned it.
Yeah. For sure. Now we're gonna slide in to my man Wood Harris and Marshawn Lynch. These guys, are talking about rap's worship culture. And just want y'all to take a little listen and give me your feedback on what you think about this.
You're a pro athlete. So yeah, I'm got what I got. You're a successful person. You bought what you got, right? But the worship of it is deep in our culture, right? So they see Marshawn, he gotta be dipped. You see Wood, he gotta be dipped. We have this thing where it's worship though. And our culture goes deep into worshiping, as we see. We the ones who holler in the church, right? So some of us are like spellbound by the words, right? Yeah.
Mike, he going to where you want him to go.
And let him talk.
Am I?
He got it.
Yeah, because we are, for sure. Like, that's why I mentioned, say, there's no Public Enemy. There's no like that. There's, I like Future. I like the rap. I do. But think about the words. And we had LL, Cool J. These were pastors, by the way. Because I ain't go to church. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't no church dude. But I got lessons, some of them were spiritual lessons that we got from rapping. Or we got inspiration, right? Even if it wasn't no kind of lesson, you got inspiration from rappers, right? Think about what's being said today. Today, nothing is talked about but, say, literally it's just sex and drugs, and just undermining everything cultural. We wouldn't even know the Black culture was a great contributor to the American fabric at all. You just wouldn't know, especially with them getting rid of like DEI. Like that, you just wouldn't know the incredible contributions. And without the contributions, we just look like tatted up and around talking. Go pro like a Ja Morant can go pro and still carry a thug thing. You know what I'm saying? And like, you ain't no thug like that. Y'all don't even got that. Y'all got what y'all got. Y'all got shooters and all that type of dumb. Y'all are like drill music people.
Yeah.
Y'all are just insane with it. There's a difference, crazy and insane. Y'all are insane with it. Everybody's a little crazy. We all a little bit crazy. Insane, that's that other level. And in my opinion, we've done too much to exalt the ratchet people of the culture, right? And not the smarter people. The wealth worshiping. Right? One thing, you get it, you're pro.
Y'all need to hear that one more time. I'll run it one more time. I needed to hear it one more time.
Pro athlete. So yeah, I'm got what I got. You're a successful person. You bought what you got, right? But the worship of it is deep in our culture, right? So they see Marshawn, he gotta be dipped. You see Wood, he gotta be dipped. We have this thing where it's worship though. And our culture goes deep into worshiping, as we see. We the ones who holler in the church, right? So some of us are like spellbound by the words, right? Yeah.
Mike, he going to where you want him to go.
And let him talk.
Am I?
He got it.
Yeah, because we are, for sure. Like, that's why I mentioned, say, there's no public enemy. There's no like that. There's, I like Future. I like the rap. I do. But think about the words. And we had LL, Cool J. These were pastors, by the way, because I ain't go to church. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't no church dude, but I got lessons. Some of them were spiritual lessons that we got from rapping, or we got inspiration, right? Even if it wasn't no kind of lesson, you got inspiration from rappers, right? Think about what's being said today. Today, nothing is talked about but, say, literally it's just sex and drugs and just undermining everything cultural. You wouldn't even know the Black culture was a great contributor to the American fabric at all. You just wouldn't know. Especially with them getting rid of like DEI like that, you just wouldn't know the incredible contributions. And without the contributions, we just look like tatted up and around talking. Go pro like a Ja Morant can go pro and still carry a thug thing. You know what I'm saying? And like, you ain't no thug like that. Y'all don't even got that. Y'all got what y'all got. Y'all got shooters and all that type of dump. Y'all are like drill music people.
Yeah.
Y'all are just insane with it. There's a difference, crazy and insane. Y'all are insane with it. Everybody's a little crazy. We all a little bit crazy. Insane, that's that other level. And in my opinion, we've done too much to exalt the ratchet people of the culture, right? And not the smarter people. The wealth.
Hey, Souls, man, I saw that hit you, man. It hit me too. I really want to hear what you got to say about that, man, because it's truly that. It's rap's worship culture.
Yeah, but then he lost me when he spoke about like getting rid of DEI though, because to me, rap culture amplifies DEI. Like it diverses the voices, like in the stories that we often hear, like because rap is based on the marginalized perspectives of life. Like DEI wanted to bring up the marginalized perspectives of life. Like we wanted to like cut corners for the people who we felt didn't have an equal opportunity, but that's all rap amplifies. The struggle, the drug dealing, the killing of each other. Like it's almost like DEI was just a more professional version of rap culture.
Yeah. Yeah. When I first go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I would love to hear.
This is far from my expertise. From my, I'm soaking it in because I understand where he was coming from. The part where he was saying worshiping wealth, so and that's that's what it boils down to. These rappers, they got on these heavy chains, they got the best of cars and whatnot. So are you worshiping your things and the way you're presenting yourself to people, or are you in it for the art? Are you in it for the culture? But that's what I got from the video. That's the point of view that I got.
Yeah. Well, when I first heard it, it hit me different because I was like, you ain't lying, because they are worshiping wealth. And God say no God before me, classic, don't start. But it was more like, like he said, we had, like, I can't even lie. I honestly can say like UGK raised me. A-Ball and MJG raised me. You know what I mean? Like they gave me code of ethics. And wherever you was raised, whatever section you was raised in, it taught me valuable lessons. I knew how to move when I went to somebody else's spot, just by listening to them. And the word guided me morally, but when it came to understanding the streets and understanding how to move, even in business, it taught me how to move. It taught me that I could be authentically myself and still, I just had to find my niche in my realm to be in, to be myself.
Do
You
you
know,
feel do you feel though your upbringing dictated what you listen to?
um, I think what I listened to dictated uh how I moved. But
Okay.
but it didn't, like today how they're like, I didn't want to go out there and get, I ain't, even MJG and 8 Ball rapped about pimping. I ain't want to go pimp. You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to go pimp. You know what I mean? It was just me myself as a kid. I used to be a writer. I used to love to write. So it just gave me ideas. I used to read Eric Jerome Dickey books. You know what I'm saying, when I was little, and I graduated into Donald Goins. You know what I mean? So like, it was. I understood love. I understood compassion. I understood the pursuit of a woman. I understood that, and I understood that other side. And you have to make a decision which way you want to go and which way you decided. But I didn't see pimping in my hood. I knew men who had multiple women, but I didn't know that pimping was going on in my hood. I know what a 304 was. I knew what a hooker was. A prostitute. I knew what they were,
Woman of the night.
but I knew what lane I wanted to be in. The music didn't dictate to me that I should do this. It's just saying that this is the side of life that actually exists. Now today he's saying that it's insane. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, to hear, to hear Killer Mike, to hear our own boy, classic music, and to hear the clips. Yeah, they talk about dope. Yeah, they talk about the effects, the side effects of selling dope, but it's the art of it.
Yeah.
But there's no art in their music. They're painting a picture of something that they can actually see outside, and they have to actually go outside to be a part of it. You know what I mean? Like, there's no solution in this music. You know what I'm saying? There's a solution to, even they would talk about, doing what they was doing. At the end of the day, be talking about, I thank God. You know what I'm saying? 8 Ball MJG would have a prayer. DMX would have a prayer. You know what I'm saying? Of some sort of morality that will bring, like, if you listen to this whole CD, you get to this part and be like, okay, you brought me back to what I know, my church roots. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he said it's insane, and I believe it. It's insane, bro. It's
Do
crazy.
you, speaking of art and culture or lifestyle, and classic, since you're a rap artist as well, established rap artist as well, you can answer this too if you choose. Do you think it's a fine line between what what's musically out there as art versus lifestyle? Like, you have some, like, you got your Wale's and your J. Cole's and people like that, that is musically is art, versus you got the streets, the
That's why I asked that question, right?
mhm,
That's why I was asking that question because, like, those artists that, like, I think that's what, like, we're comparing artists who came from not bad backgrounds. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like, a lot of your outside of people like Kendrick Lamar, most of
mhm,
your good lyricists, like in today's time, not back in the day, but in
I know what
today's
you mean.
time,
mhm,
they didn't come from the hood perspective. That's what, like, you see what I mean? Like,
mhm,
so they have to be artists for their craft to even get ahead of the other guys who are rapping reality. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like you think about, like, back in the day, Slick Rick was like reality rap, right? He was a good
Yeah.
storyteller. Like, he lived it. Like,
Cool
back in the
G.
day. So now I feel like we look at artists, but they have to be artists. Like, J. Cole has to be a lyricist. He has to be an artist. He hasn't
Right.
lived nothing. I mean, his struggle probably came from trying to chase the music game. Look at
mhm,
Big Sean's a perfect example. Grew up with one of the smartest families in the world. Grandmother was an educator, mom educator. Like, these people are doctors. He talks about it all the time. But this dude was just a lyricist who chose not to go to college, got a big break by catching Kanye West at a radio station.
mhm,
He just
In the
spit
bathroom.
lyrics, and his life just panned out. But he don't live a. That's why I was asking that question. Like, I feel like a lot of our music. I think that's why I feel like when he said the DEI thing and, like, the marginalized perspective comes from those people who live there. I don't know if y'all got to watch Finesse 2 Times interview on $1 Million Worth of Game.
I
Like,
haven't seen
it's a must watch because this dude is literally institutionalized to the 100th degree.
I
Like,
know.
he said he lost friends and relationships because his mind was so institutionalized. Like, the way he moved through life since he'd been out of prison, he said, I don't know no other way. Like, this is just how I live. So, like, he said, I literally know that I ruined business relationships, personal relationships, just because this is all I know. Like, it ain't like a turn off switch for him. This is like literally who he is. So I just thought it was a good, but you asked a good question. But when you asked it, I was just thinking about that. Like, yeah, when you like J. Cole and them, I feel like they had to be lyricists.
Yeah.
Because
most of the guys are college graduates. Like, most of the guys that we listen to, they tried the square route. And they just happen to be lyrical. They happen to be poets. That was a hobby that they turned into a habit that they turned into a hobby that they turned into a career. Like, most of these guys were educated. They educated individuals. Most of these guys handle their own business. Ice Cube was an educated young man who happened to be a penman that just went crazy with the pen. And he writing what he saw down the street. And can depict it and make it sound like, oh man, that sounds good, but I like that. Somebody just gave him some encouragement. You know what I mean? Like, that's today, these kids are doing it for fame. I don't want to say clout, because clout is a good thing. When people say clout, they done took what we originated and made it something totally different. Like, it was something for you to have clout. If I knew my homeboy had clout, I know he could get me into certain jobs. He can get me into certain venues. He can get me around certain people. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you wanted somebody who had the clout. So you weren't clout chasing. You wanted to be in with someone who had clout. And you wanted to have clout yourself. Like, now they done turned that man the man that plugged you in, now he's the plug now. Yeah. You know what I mean? And now they only affiliate that with dope. But people used to use my nickname, which had nothing to do with that at all. But they used to use that. I'm gonna plug you in, bro. I'm gonna plug you in with my man over here. I'm gonna plug you in with my man over here. My mechanics, my painters, my lawn care guys, the roof dude know where to get some shingles for the low. You know what I'm saying? Niggas get the bricks you can put around your apartment and around your flower bed, things of that nature.
I'm gonna give you a perfect example, Rain, of somebody who tried to switch to just trying to be a good artist, but we only really understood his reality route was Meek Mills.
Okay.
Because Meek, his hits was like his street stuff when he grew up. But when Meek went to prison and he found out what being behind them bars looked like, and then
I don't want to do this no more.
And then all these rich white people took up for him and wanted to create all these reform acts. And so now, if you notice, he can't really give you an album no more. He can give you one or two hits, but it's normally like something somebody went through, or he collabed on somebody's stuff. He doesn't have any inspiration because he's
not living that lifestyle.
Yeah, he's like the perfect example for it. Like, his inspiration is gone. Like,
now what you gonna do? Now are you really an artist?
Yeah.
Or you a rapper?
Gilly the same way. People laugh, but Cam exposed him. Gilly the same way. He wasn't no real rapper. Like, now he getting real money. He a podcaster. He can't make no music.
Man, I ain't even, man, I was listening to a song for years that I didn't even know Gilly. That was Gilly on the song. On one of my favorite albums, one of my favorite 8-Ball MJG albums. And I was like, why he sound like he from the East Coast? And I really looked and I said, oh man, that's Gilly. And I was like, man, that's Gilly. Oh, I forgot Gilly was out there with Suave House. I forgot that he was out there with Tony Draper and Cash Money. I forgot about that. That's crazy, man.
And I had no business listening to that when I was younger.
That was a good question, though, right? That was a good question.
Yes.
You want to get
Yeah,
some comments on the
I want to get to these comments. Yeah, it's a lot of them, man. I
Yeah,
know,
I see him rolling over there. I've been trying not to look.
man. My boy Classic is going 8 over here. All
We're
right,
coming
thank
to the
you.
comments.
He said, yeah. He said he'll stream. Okay, yeah. We're right here.
Mikey, hey Mikey, welcome in. He said we're about to be the ones finding out.
Why do you feel that way, Mikey? Why do you feel that way, Mikey? Because you're talking to two veterans, man. You're talking to two different sides of the military. You're talking to the Army and you're talking to an Air Force guy. Why do you feel like that? Why do you feel so fearful? You've been living your life. Like, I understand the fear mongering that the media does for you and the information that you probably, inhale and digest on a regular basis. But why you feel unsafe? Like, your street or your neighborhood over from you might be more dangerous. You might be in more danger down the street than somebody actually coming here and doing some on our soil. What do you think about that? What do you think? How in danger do you feel? So, being a retired Air Force man, such as yourself, knowing the ins and outs,
Not at all.
you don't feel no danger. So you see from the outside in, I could understand where you're coming from, Mikey, but from the inside out.
Hey, so I have a question, and it might
Ain't
be
worried
weird.
about that. Ain't worried about that. Nothing.
It might be weird for y'all, but I don't know. It's like what because we always see in these other countries like Iraq, the war and whatnot. Is are Since y'all are on the inside and out without spilling too many beans, are we equipped to protect ourselves across our vast land?
What do you feel as equipped mean?
Like to prevent any of what done went down in them other countries coming here.
I'm gonna tell you something. We got something better.
Yeah, but I was that's what I
We
was saying.
got something.
I know y'all
Talk
can't
to him, bro.
probably
Talk
just
to him, bro.
I think we're equipped, but we're equipped in a manner that it's going to be some casualties of war.
okay.
So it's all about when America has to make a decision. It's going to be about how many are you willing to lose to win.
Okay.
That's the biggest part.
Okay.
Just like
We
the
can
other
move forward.
who just fought this year in 2025. What them two countries?
Israel, and
Israel.
I mean,
Yeah.
look at that. I mean,
Ukraine.
they lost some people. Like
Yeah.
nobody really won. You just
Yeah.
lost a lot of people.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about both sides.
Okay.
I'm talking about BOF, both.
Both of them. All right. Ted said America will lose allies if it continues kidnapping presidents and heads of state or NATO sanctions us, then what?
Man, do you think that man concerned about any of that, man? Do you think that any of the cats that stand beside him or up on him? I know you're a veteran as well, Ted. And bro, you really think them boys standing beside him ain't thought this through? You think you just think they just did this all willy-nilly? They ain't do that all willy-nilly, bro. This is calculated. This is strategically planned out. This was told to others to let them know that this was going down, to have this situated before this situation. This been going down, dog. This plan been going down for a long time. Hey, November Whiskey Oscar has been going down for a long time. It's been in play for a minute, bro. Methodically.
Yeah.
Methodically, brother. I'm serious.
DNA, hello. Thank you for coming in, DNA. I seen you over on Classic Side, so we
Yeah, I
appreciate
see you
you
on
coming this way.
Classic. Welcome. 333.
Professor said, we see the contributions. They're not recognized because we don't gatekeep the culture.
I like this dude, bro. I like you. Go ahead. I like when he rubbed that chin with that thumb. I already know he's thinking. Go on, let it go, man. Go on, let it go, bro.
I'll let y'all get through the comment.
All right, here we go. Oh, go ahead.
Kay said, was the Blitzkrieg, how do you say that?
Blitzkrieg, proactive.
Proactive. What is Blitzkrieg? I'm
Brother, I'm gonna be completely and utterly honest with you. I've heard of the Blitzkrieg, but yeah, you looking it up,
Mm-hmm.
my brother. We gonna answer your question because
It's a German. It's German for a lightning war. It's a military strategy, not a culture or political term.
mm,
uh,
How
so I
people
have no clue, Kate.
they
I'm
use it
sorry.
they use it as a metaphor to describe like media. Oh, so it's for media. It's for media saturation campaigns, cultural takeovers, political messaging flood. So it's pretty much he's saying what they doing to the culture is called a blitzkrieg.
Oh, is it proactive? Of course it is. Especially when they're taking certain artists and certain that spew certain lyrics and put them at the top of the charts or continuously spinning them on the record. I mean, it's currently spinning them on every social media platform and every radio station where only the dumbed down music only gets played.
mm.
So yes, very proactive. Thank you for that definition, Mister.
Yes, sir.
Pastor Cole said
And
yes.
class was already on it. He said,
Yeah, he said yes.
he
Mhm.
said yes.
Kay said, "How that turn out?"
It's still in motion. I mean, I would say this. As much as I know a lot of folks are Drake fans, I will say this so nobody think that I am a hater. Drake is one of the greatest artists with the one of the longest runs of my life. The ones that are still living and breathing, other than the Tupacs and the Michael Jacksons, who and Prince, that music still play today. That none like the Steely Dans and the Yacht Rock, that the
Yeah.
Doobie Brothers and all that, that still play to this day. The Bill Winters and all that. I'm talking about living and breathing R&B / rap artists. Drake is one of the greatest to have done it. He's brought some wonderful music, but that battle that happened over this 2-year span with Kendrick Lamar kind of ushered that out. And it's gonna knock the rap category down because now these guys got to actually come with something now. Real rap is back. I've been saying it for a long time, and real rap is back. And Killer Mike ushered it in. Artists like Classic then ushered it in. Clips then ushered it in. Kendrick waiting on that cold to come, probably summer 26, maybe fall of 26. Real rap is back, man. You got to actually take the art seriously. So it is what it is, man.
Professor said, from K-pop to current, which is current, to jazz, to bluesgrass, to sports like hockey, the level of influence runs deep. In today's time, there is no checks and balances. It's profit over product.
Yeah, yeah. And don't forget about the Southern Soul music.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It really came about with all the line dancing.
It's Friday night.
Mhm. Cool Stingray, welcome in. He said, opinion on conformity gate.
We'll have to look into that, brother.
Yeah. I can pin that for you if you want to stick around.
Just start. We can come back to it.
Yeah, I can come back to it.
Mhm.
Most definitely. Classic codes.
Classic said, I have an unpopular opinion on this. I believe the so-called black man should keep his flair, his native accent, his swagger, and his intimidating presence and reputation.
Yes. Yes, I I believe in that, bro. I really do, man. I really do. Be authentically you. Be authentically
Absolutely.
you. At all costs, be authentically you. No matter what, be authentically you, bro. Whoever you are, how you feel, be authentically you. That I can always respect that at all costs.
Classic said, I admittedly don't really care for hypercode switches and squares.
It's a lot of them out there, but unavoidable.
Tez said, how to nationalize a country. 1, find a minority to both hate for their attributes and also make them the boogeyman. 2, enact new laws that supersede traditional laws designed to marginalize them. And he goes on to 3.
Mhm.
Are we okay? Classic said, I told y'all before, I wait till the VP comes to town and come in the office with the afro blown out and $1,000 suit on. I have to show them I am both corporate and can thug. How do you want it? How you want it?
How do you want it?
Classic said, it's all art, but all art isn't beautiful. I think that's when he was answering my question as far as the thin line between the art and the lifestyle.
Yeah,
Can you go back to classic, the first one before that? Or what is the benefit of showing both? Is it just a personal gain,
or is it authenticity?
Yeah, but what's the benefit?
I think it's
like why do we get into a world that we then feel like we have to show who we are? Like, why are you even stepping into a venue that's not built for you?
Because of the money.
That's what I'm saying. So is your I'm gonna say the word wrong.
Authenticity.
Yeah, so you said it wrong too, but I appreciate
I probably am. I missed a syllable somewhere. Somewhere there's a
What's
syllable.
The definition? I need
plug. Say it for a plug.
What's the word?
Authenticity. There it is.
Authenticity. Look, hold on. Say it with me, guys. Authenticity. Authenticity.
So is there a price on that?
On the authenticity? I think it's a personal price. You know what I'm saying? It's you never want to be involved in something where you lose yourself. Lose sense of yourself.
But shouldn't your goal be to play the role, to then be the role,
right?
Then show who you are when you're in the seat of power. You see what I mean? Like, because you blowing your hair out, showing that you can be a thug and you black and you're in a corporate space. At that time, it doesn't really amount to nothing because there's a million black people doing that, and they all end up in the same thing as square one with the. Not in the corporate world. Right. So shouldn't we really be playing the role to get where we need to get and then show it and be who you are?
I can. I'm just asking.
Yeah,
I can see that. I can see that whole side, both sides. I can see both sides. You know what I mean? Like me myself, when someone had I could be talking to one of my clients in the chair and he's him. And then that phone ring and he has to take a call because he's a program manager. He can't go, what's up, partner? You know what I'm saying? He gonna have to, hey, how you doing? Okay. Yeah, this is Jay. Okay. Yeah. And I'll be like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I'll say, bro, hey. And he'd be like, sorry about that. Don't say sorry. Don't say sorry, bro. You fine with me, bro. Handle your business. You understand? I know what lane you in. Be comfortable. Hey, you gotta handle your business at the end of the day. I'm not gonna come up there, thugging if I slide up to the job, my dog a director. I'm like, hi, is he here? Okay, how you doing there? Hey, okay, all right. What's up, buddy? We step outside. Hey, bro, you all right? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get in there too because I gotta make sure that I don't need them thinking that this is the people that he consorts with. No, I'm not gonna be him. I'm never gonna be that one that's going to have them looking at you. You know what we do? What we do is that's for us.
This job. He hang with that thing.
Like
real, so that's why I wonder. I just wonder, I don't understand.
Yeah, you got to handle your business.
Yeah,
it's just what it is. What's the movie called? Sorry to bother you, or whatever it was.
When old boy was in the phone. I know.
Yeah. I was like, I understand, bro. You're gonna have to do what you have to do You're in corporate America. It is what it is. You know what it is. And anybody that says, "Oh, what do you mean by that?" Man, shut the up. You know what it is. You understand? This ain't the barbecue. This ain't the crib. This ain't the poach. This ain't under the tree. We're here, and we got to do what you got to do. You got to act accordingly. You got to choose wisely and act accordingly. And that's what you got to do. And hey, bro, get your paper, bro. Get your paper. Get your paper. That's how you take care of your family. They ain't got nothing to do with our relationship. That got something to do with your household, and your children. So go ahead and get to it. So I see it from both sides. I know you don't want to lose yourself in it, but at the same time, it's understood. I understand what's going on. Mikey family.
Mikey said, rap is the medical chart of the society. In the day, you can learn from rap because those men and women were well read. Today's music sounds like everyone's after money and drugs because they are.
Yeah. And it's they look at it more of it's a vibe. You know what I mean? They don't care about what. Hey, if it's gonna make money, that's what they own. It is what it is, bro. And it just think I just tell them like one of the guys from the Lock said it. I think it was Sheep Loop said, will you be able to perform like we are 20 years later, 20 years from now, when you're 45, you really want to go on the stage talking about Percocet? I'm just saying.
Percocet, Molly Percocet, off for content creation purposes only. Classes that I didn't like the DEI-ish being added into the convom. The convom didn't make sense to me. Didn't make sense for me. Classes said propaganda, social engineering, and sorcery are the methods.
Sorcery definitely is. It's sorcery.
Mikey said most of these people in the music industry can't read and write music. There is a lot of musically illiterate fans and acts out right now.
Understood. Yeah, understood. When you write, brother. When you write, I'm with you.
Mikey said, at Classic, what's wrong with the DEI?
You didn't read that right.
Mikey said, at the Classic Codes. At Classic, what's wrong with DEI?
Oh, no, not you. I'm talking about he read this one.
Oh, okay.
He read that one.
Oh, my bad.
He read that wrong. No, not you. You fine.
Professor said, the music game now presents a facade. What it permeates is the Black struggle and denies the successes of Black men and women.
That's true. Well, most of the successful people that be in these young men's hood, they move away. I used to say that all the time, like, oh, you're this and I'm that. And, you know, in our hood, we would be, you know, the pillars of the community. But we move over here. Now we just the N-words down the street. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Because you like, man, I ain't. But that's posted. But to be honest, it's two things. You get into the D game because you couldn't find anything or you didn't have anything. So when you acquire these things, you're supposed to get out. And now that you acquired yourself a car, a place to stay, now you get out of the game. The game was supposed to be a stepping stone, not a lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like all of these things were supposed to be stepping stones. Like, okay, we started in the project, we moved to a little 2-bedroom, all of us was cramped. And now that, you know, mama worked hard to get me here, now I'm supposed to do better so I can let my little brother come stay with me, let my little sister come stay with me. So we supposed to keep elevating past what our past was or how we was raised. You're supposed to elevate past that. I'm not going to live in no shotgun house in nobody hood. Period. I ain't living in nobody projects or no apartment. Period. I don't care what you say. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that. You can do that. I'm not doing it.
Ranger 1991, welcome in. He said, I just randomly saw this live. What is it about?
Oh man, you should. If you've been sitting this long, you should already figured it out. But hey, and I'm glad you're here. Hit that like button. Hey, everybody. Hey, roll call. What you say, Rain? Tap that X button, come out the chat, tap that thumb button, come back to the
Come back
chat.
in
Do
the
that,
chat.
hit that like button, man.
Hit the like
We
button.
love
Make
y'all,
sure
man.
you
Push
share it
this
with
content out
somebody.
to everybody, man. The
Go
more
to our
likes
channel
we
to
get,
subscribe, all that
the
good
more
stuff.
likes we get, the more it goes out to more people, man. We love y'all, man.
Definitely. Mikey said, also, don't forget who owns the record labels. No, us. The more violent and abusive to Black people the music, the further they push it up the charts. Y'all keep clapping, though.
Man, I don't be clapping for that shit, man. Don't be. Who are the y'all?
That's what I get. I don't
Who are
know.
the y'all, cuz? I don't be clapping for that, man. I don't even listen to that. Them boys ain't on my playlist, bro. Them boys ain't on my playlist, bro. That ain't, hey, every time they play it, I'll be like, man, it's the first time you hearing it. Yeah, because I ain't on that. Bro, I don't listen to that, man. You better come check my playlist, bro. Check my Spotify, bro.
I just wish we did better because it looked like Mikey is African American from the way he's responding.
Yes, he is.
That's
I
Mikey
don't.
from the Ben podcast.
Yeah.
From the who?
Yeah.
The
Ben
Ben
Oh,
podcast.
that being. What's up, Ben?
Yeah. That Ted's home.
Mikey, okay. I feel like Black people don't need. I feel like we're so lost in like them versus us that we forget that we are the source. Like when you read what he said also don't forget who owns the record labels. We do.
We run that.
If every Black rapper went independent today,
they would shut
them down. It doesn't matter if they sue them from coming out with albums or what. If every Black person, and that's why I always tell people, I don't know why people want to fight these fights because nobody's gonna all stand together. We're not united.
Yeah.
Like if we own the record label.
I got a show for that.
Yeah, we own the record label. We just not willing to take the small bump in the road. You know, you might gotta get rid of one of your beach houses, get rid of your Rolls Royce that you drive once a quarter, like all this stuff that we waste money on. Like you got to get rid of those things, and we're not willing to do that. So, but we own the record labels. You're willing to sacrifice what you're earning.
Mike said at pub because we are being baited into being the new bad guys on the block. Russia and China, and now Iran now look reasonable compared to us. That was the point.
Yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying, but that's just, it's been going on for decades and decades. It's just now that the social media just throw it in our face so much, but it's always been the same, bro. Since North was a little kid, since I've been a little kid, since she was a little kid, it's always been out there, bro. It's just more in our face now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just more in our face. That's all it is. It's just more in our face. But that don't change, man. I mean, it is what it is. You got dangerous neighborhoods, you got safe neighborhoods. You got poor neighborhoods, you got middle class and upper class neighborhoods. It just is what it is. It's all about what you want. Can't nobody stop you from getting what you want. Only you. And if you want to be there, that's where you're going to be. And that's for everybody. If that's where you want to be, that's where you're going to be.
That's true.
If you don't want to be there, make that change. Oh, Mike said.
As I said, I didn't say anything was right or wrong with DEI. I don't understand why Wood bring it up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
and
I understood that. We just got to it. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I understood that.
Ted said, I don't think it's about danger. I think it's about the foreign policy.
Mm-hmm. And they could give us less. Do you think, Ted, they ain't concerned about that, bro? I promise you that, bro. I promise you that. Everybody that's in on it is in on it. Everybody in on it. Everybody say, man, how they got that much over there? You think they ain't sitting at a meeting like we wouldn't be sitting at a meeting go, man, how the boy got all that over there? Man, we got to go. Hey, y'all got to do something about that. Oh, y'all supposed to be the world police. Y'all better slide over there and get that. Let's put it in layman's terms so you can understand, right? Y'all better slide over there and get that. Let's put it in layman's terms so you can understand, right? Y'all better slide over there and get that. Let's put it in layman's terms so you can understand, right? Y'all better slide over there and get that. Let's put it in layman's terms so you can understand, right? Y'all better slide over there and get that. Oh man, we already got a play in motion. You already know what DJ T finna do, bro. He ain't with none of them games. You already know he ain't here to play. He don't care about being the fall guy. That's one man that ain't scared to be the bad guy. He ain't worried about that. He ain't gonna look at you with a straight face. with his hand in your pocket. Okay, all right.
Mikey said $3 trillion in the desert, and Trump brings Al Qaeda's leader into the White House. Laugh out loud.
Who me?
I swear I wait for you to say.
They don't want. Oh, Mikey and them don't want to hear me. You could already tell the people who they already picked the side. So like the conversation is going to be one sided. Like I think we are so programmed to accept lies that we don't like to see the truth in front of our faces. Like Donald Trump is bringing the same people that every president has brought into the White House that you just didn't know about. Y'all got to remember this. Trump is the first president to let everybody inside the house. Like he's letting them in. It's like y'all don't know who's been in the White House and who hasn't been in the White House. And I could tell you that for sure. I was there for 5 years in DC. We did presidential security for the COVID for 2.5 years, dog. Y'all think he's just the first person bringing everybody to the table and letting you see it. That's what y'all fail to realize. I watched Joe Biden at golf courses in Delaware speak to what the enemy people supposed to be at the time would have been Republicans when he was a Democrat. Like y'all are just they got y'all confused, dog. The truth hurts. The truth hurts, man.
Get him.
Mikey said we didn't have to go.
You bleeding this game. We
didn't have to go.
Hey, and I'm sorry for saying that's Ted's homeboy. You are people too.
Oh yeah.
You are people too. Don't get this twisted, bro. Don't think of this pushback like we don't like you or whatever. No, I rock with you. I mean, you had a wonderful conversation, man. Hey, I rock with you.
Ranger 1991 says soft rain like another nation sending over an EMP, kind of scared. That's when we were talking about earlier, like what something like that would look like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I hope that ranger, like he one of them rangers, like he an army ranger. You a ranger, bro? I'm just saying, man. If he is, hey, say it now.
Ted said, but when what? We mixing and rapping this at the same time.
Yeah, I'm lost.
I'm lost too. Let's roll. Mikey said, you mean the genocide? Wow, that's hardly a war. Ted said, you just said it. No one won.
Yeah. You did say it.
Mikey said, no, they haven't. Ted said the same thing happened with Saddam Hussein. They tried it with Cuba too multiple times.
Mm-hmm. And Gaddafi.
As it said, 333, what up, DNA?
Yeah.
If you still here. Mikey said, Blitzkrieg.
Uh-huh.
Classic said, what's up, Kay? Classic said, it's a war strategy, the Blitzkrieg. Classic said, mustache man made the Blitzkrieg.
He talking about that Rudy Poop that was on his live today. The one that kept talking about his mustache.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Man, I was like, man, you don't get your mustache off this live, man. He had me so mad, dog. I was so mad, bro.
Classic held it down, though.
Man.
Classic said he used it to overtake people quickly. Mikey said, WTF are y'all talking about?
What are you talking about?
Ted said, tag the history man in right now. Ted said, I'm sitting at my desk.
You're in the truck.
Ranger said, if Kay is talking about World War II, then it's referring to the lightning strike Germany made against France, using tanks and taking over the country as fast as lightning.
There you go, my boy. Hey, you stayed around too. That's what I'm talking about.
Classic said, Classic's laughing. Classic said, this live stream about to get real scholastic, I see. Mikey said, someone called Ken Burns right now. Classic said, Chris Brown is the one from this lifetime. Give him him giving Riri that old-fashioned Ike Turner management
Yeah, we finna get you
is
out
the
of
only reason anyone else is worth talking about.
You get it?
No, I don't.
Chris Brown is the one from this lifetime.
Oh,
Him giving
okay,
Riri the old fashioned, giving him the
yeah,
old fashioned Ike Turner management. It's the
yeah.
only reason anyone else is worth talking about.
Ranger
Anyway,
said I was commenting on the other side, but I guess it's more active over here. Yeah, sometimes depends on
mhm.
which one of you on, the vertical or the
Yeah,
landscape.
it is, Ranger. And we get active every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday around 8:30, between 8:30 and 9
Central. Yeah.
Central Time.
Hey, Lisa. Lisa's here. She said 333.
What's
Welcome
up,
on
Lily?
in.
What's up, Lily?
Lisa said, I disagree. Real rap is not back.
Sorry, I disagree, sugar.
Classic said the benefit is for all the other blacks in the corporation to be seen as qualified regardless of dress and hair. So we going back to that. Classic said I was a high ranking person and my examples had a ton of weight. He said, here's the kicker. I was tight like glue with the golf plan. Jiminy Cricket's extra white vice president. On the contrary. Professor said, what happens when the personal price impacts the collective? Is one's monetary gain above the benefit of those who come after? Classic said, absolutely not. Classic said, I climbed the ladder with my afro and braids. Classic said, I was an example that you can be you and move the needle. I turned down more promotions than I accepted. Loved and revered in the network till this day. Mikey said, 27 states had the Crown Act. You're welcome at the Classic Code. Classic said ladder. Mikey, Classic said, Mikey, what the F are you
That's
talking
what
about?
I said. What are you talking about, Dave?
The Crown Act. Are y'all not familiar with the Crown Act?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, the Crown Act.
Talking about like multiple things in the chat.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Classic said, bro, I just said all that and you just start talking to me about a Crown Act. Did that have anything to do with what I just said, Mikey? Tez said legislation ain't.
You probably
Huh?
skipped over all this. They talking about they going into a whole diatribe about this presidential stuff. We passed that about.
Yeah. I'm with
You can go down to Classic at 10:23 p.m.
Man, look here.
We appreciate y'all, love y'all, but this
Love ya.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
love
we're going
y'all.
to our final topic of the night. Which is older the berry, sour the attitude. Yeah.
Oh,
And we got our main man right here. What's his name? Corey Holcomb. And Corey Holcomb is finna talk to the people real swift like.
we appreciate y'all though, for real. Because y'all been having the chat lit.
There's some good questions in there from Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all give it a second to load up in there.
Been cuffed. The older they get, the more dangerous they are. Because they watch the women who get cuffed and they have content for them. And you ask them, why you don't like that person? They'll find a reason. That's even with success, because that's what happens when you're a woman who's been cuffed. You're successful. The women who haven't been cuffed, the older they get, the more dangerous they are. Because they watch the women who get cuffed and they have content for them. And you ask them, why you don't like that person? They'll find a reason. That's even with success, because that's what happens when you're a woman who's been cuffed. You're successful. The women who haven't been cuffed, the older they get, the more dangerous they are. Because they watch the women who get cuffed.
You could play it one more time.
And they have content for them. And you ask them, why you don't like that person? They'll find a reason. That's even with success, because that's what happens when you're a woman who's been cuffed. You're successful. The women who
I'm gonna let you formulate the question, Plug. I think it'll be a little bit easier to follow than what Corey was saying. Unless Rain understood it.
It's like the older what Plug, what was the question that you had associated with the video? I know how I want to explain it, but
Ray just she just did a whole salsa around it. I was like,
so did.
What was the question you had affiliated with that video you had right
So
there?
did.
no, I was like, Corey video didn't do it for me. I need to hear Plug. I'm trying to see what Plug got from it.
It different early. I ain't gonna lie. Because okay, I had to go and take an L for this.
I ain't Plug.
I ain't gonna even lie. Like I ain't gonna even lie. I'm gonna take an L for this one. I'm gonna take an L.
So you probably were talking about somebody that came up at the perfect time.
Yeah, because I mean I ain't gonna even lie. Because it was another video. I put the wrong one up. I ain't gonna even lie. Now I wouldn't mind going back in here and finding the right video. But yeah.
I mean I can I'll speak on it while you getting the other video up because being an old I'm not older. I mean
You old. It's okay.
I'm working on my I didn't hear you.
No, I said, yeah, you're not old.
Yeah, I'm not old, but
not.
I am
Older.
I am early for
expiration date.
I'm where?
I say you're not far. You're way away from your expiration date.
Right. But being on, we're gonna say the plus 40. I would say that some women or some people can say like as women get older, they get set in their ways and they might become bitter because they watched other women be successful at marriages. Is what I'm getting from it. And sometimes that looks like they I had it before we even went left. But it's like they're looking at these marriages and these women being successful in marriages, and it's like, well, what am I doing wrong? Why can't I find that person? You know, so I think the wrong word was I don't think it's contempt. I think it's more so I wouldn't be envious, but I would be admiring those relationships and those women being successful in those relationships. So I think it's more so envious, women being other women, not myself, but other women being envious of women their age being in successful relationships. That's what I got from the video.
It's the ones that have missed the game.
They missed the game.
Missed the game playing games.
Okay.
It's the ones that have missed the game playing games. Too choosy, too picky, too masculine. Set in their ways. They missed them all. That one that didn't blossom into the man that he is now, the one you passed on, and now you see him years later, and he's happy. You thinking that you keeping yourself fit because you got time, you ain't gotta go home, you ain't gotta cook no meals, you ain't gotta do that. So you in the gym, getting fit, doing your thing, you thinking you look better than her, this, that, and the third, and she got that dude that you had passed on.
Okay.
So some realize that, man, hey, men age well. Men age well. And they only get better with time. And now you done played the game, you done missed the game because you done played the game. And the game gonna play you. Everybody need to get in line. I would honestly say that. Like you need to get in line. Nobody would tell you this, but this is coming from a real friend. Like this a real friend. Like, get in line, man. Because the ones that have to put up with a man, I'm just gonna say put up the one because that's what they're saying. I ain't trying to put up with nobody. The ones that's putting up with a man they're really having better days than bad days.
more better days than bad. Yeah.
Yeah, they're having better days than bad days. I can truly believe that. And nothing is more comforting at the end of the day. I don't care what you have. You have a man who consistently comes home, consistently shows up, consistently is doing what he's supposed to do. There's nothing more comforting than that. Even on the days you can't stand it, you still love it. And the ones that keep playing these games say because they take a moment in time and a TikTok and a Facebook post, and then you just done and you just 86 your way out the game.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that say, "Oh, I'm happy, I'm good, I ain't got to put up with nobody, this, that, and the third." I hear you, Cole. That's cool.
Deep down inside, they want somebody.
Man, everybody wants somebody. Man, ain't nobody
yeah.
trying to go. There's no successful man that doesn't want to have someone to share it with.
Oh, absolutely. Do you think? Let me ask you this: do you
Even
think
if you lonely at the top? Go ahead.
do you think those women who are older and very successful or successful, period, that they I lost my question before you
No,
said that. It's lonely at the top.
I got you. No. I got you. Even those ones who are successful that have that random that comes through and drops some off every now and then, she still wishes that he could be the one that would stay. Even that one she occasionally has lunch with or dinner with and go to a little function and a party. He invite her to brunch and they go to a little rooftop dance where they doing this and that, and she wishes that he could be that one. She wishes. Don't nobody see, man. Ain't nobody meant. Even God knew when they had Adam and Eve in the garden that no man was not meant to be alone, and man wasn't either. Yeah, we find peace and solitude. Everybody does. Everybody finds that peace and solitude. That's fine. But everybody needs somebody sometimes. It happens. So the only thing you got to do is get in the game. You got to get in the game. If you doing your thing like you're supposed to, you'll cuff some, and you'll get cuffed.
Do you think if the older women here it comes? Do you think that the older successful women who are single, do you think that if they adjust their tolerance level and what they would now, I'm not trying to say settle, but adjust their tolerance level, just turn it up a notch. Do you think that they will find somebody more or be more open to no? What do you think is the solution behind that?
Stop listening to your people. Stop listening to other people. Tell that bitch on. Tell that individual on the other end of that phone who may be of the female gender to shut up. Your business ain't her business. Your business is yours alone. Take care of your man. You don't have to tell them how you're taking care of your man. As soon as somebody open their mouth and they tell them, man, I do this, you do this, I can't believe. Then there you go. Doop, doop, doop. Knocking you back in the game. Influence is a mug, man. I ain't never seen no man on the blade. I ain't never seen a man on the blade. I don't know if you understand that terminology. I ain't never seen a man on the blade. I only seen women on the blade. So that's proper instructions motivate people. I ain't never seen no man on the blade, bro. Real talk. I hear you, Isaac. Don't nobody care about your status. No man care nothing about that. As soon as you tell them how much you make, what can you cook? What's your favorite dish?
Tyson talked about that a little bit earlier on his show, about the valuation of a woman, a high value
Yeah.
woman.
Your value is the things that, all right, how about this here? Can you understand that within every man they have something that they don't want to do? Can you do it? Huh? Can you do it? Can you feed him? F him? He don't need you to finance it. Man don't care nothing about your education status. It's not important. Man don't care about your how much money you make. He don't care. He does not care. Only thing you need to do is, can you be there for me? Can you be clutch?
So
While you
that
hold
woman
that,
that is very successful, if I know she's not, I'm not saying she's leading with that or saying or projecting herself. Oh, I got this degree, I got my own place, I got my own car. I don't, I'm doing all this by myself. But for that woman to give up, I'm not gonna say give up reins either, because this is going to the left, and that's not where I want to go. But for a single woman at her big age, what does she need? What is the answer to reeling in a real man that we talked
Lead,
of before?
lead with silence and shut up the noise.
cooperation.
Women are only successful because they're loud.
Mm,
Women who aren't success, like, because I think we look at success could be so many different things, right?
of
But
course,
for
yeah.
a woman, I feel like success should be marriage, right? Marriage, a family, bring some kids into the world, things of that nature. I think most women that are successful are loud. They don't lead
Mhm.
with silence. They don't know how to shut up. They don't know how to just listen to the man. They always feel like feedback. No, the man doesn't need your feedback. Your feedback got you to where you are today. 42, 52, 62, single, successful. So you can go and be loud with yourself and talk to the mirror all day. No man is going to tolerate a woman who feels like she always has to respond. I always tell people that if a woman wants a man, shut up. Period. Shut up. Utilize your time by showing your actions and just be quiet. The best thing a woman could ever do is be quiet. If Eve never talked to the serpent, we'll never have a conversation today. Just be
Hey,
quiet.
classic.
So
Never
we
mind.
can only respond when we're asked for our response.
It's not about that. It's about, so it's like you got to think real deep, right? Like, I know it's hard for women to do that sometimes, but I always tell women is you got to be quiet. Like, sometimes Plug talked about it on his great show with B Camp. Plug talked about it on his show about sometimes you got to know who's the person, and you got to let that person be the person.
Be the
Yeah,
person.
you might, as a woman, have a lot more stronger attributes or characteristic things that man lacks, but you need to do that in silence and never overstep. Like, if you, I tell a woman, a good woman is like a good radio station. It never has feedback. Like, let it sink in. Like, you don't never have that static. It's never static. I think a lot of women take men saying being quiet, like, no, you don't want me to say nothing. You don't want. That's just you having a lack of intelligence at that point.
Yeah.
Now you just being.
You're just being green.
That's almost you being passive aggressive and being ignorant to a certain extent. Everybody knows that it takes two to have a conversation, but there's 80% of moments where the woman just needs to play her role and be silent. Yeah. Like, sometimes just being quiet, like that feedback, you don't need all that feedback. You know how much noise a man hears all day?
Especially me.
Like, you know how loud it is for a man all day with his own voices in his head of what he looks like success is, the stresses that he's going through in silence, Like, think about all the noise that a man has all day, and then I come home and talk to a woman, and it's always pushback.
Do you know what it feels like for you to come home? Say you come home and your day was long. Just mindful. And say your child is just sitting there on the couch. Okay? And you just sat down beside, and you just put your head on his shoulder. This your child now. And you put your head on his shoulder and you ain't say nothing. And he just do you like, and you like, and that kind of just sit the whole day away. Let's just sit the whole day. That moment right there, because you around one of your favorite person, and he just came and just, then he asked you how your day was. Don't need to know. Don't need to know. That's that little bit of piece of salt, that connection right there said, I know what you need, and I'm giving it to you.
Think about all the positive things in your life that brings you comfortability or peace that can't speak, that can't react to you. Like when you think about people who love their pets, right?
Oh yeah.
Like a pet just comes and lay on your feet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, or put their head, their nose under your hand, or like they do, like, you know what I mean? Like I tell people that all the time, you know what I mean? And people like that's why I tell people, like, my son is what showed me what love looks like. When people who can't say it can show you every day unconditional love, that's what most men are looking for. Most men are looking for who can provide me that comfort without saying a word.
Beautiful.
Like who can just,
you said it, bro.
Like, I really think that. But women here, when you say be quiet, don't talk, oh, you don't want me to have a voice, you don't want me, you like, no, just, I mean, you might not talk the whole week, but you might, you know, he might, because I know for myself as a man, I might not say nothing the whole week, but then we can talk on a Sunday and I can let you know everything that happened that week finally. Because I made it through the week. I made it through, it's off my plate, but now I can kind of vent to you about what's going on, like where I was on Monday when I just didn't have no words, and Tuesday when I, like, so it's just one of those things. See, every man saying the same thing.
It's like that. It's like that. It's not that complicated. It's not. It's not that no one cares what you have to say. You just have to pick and choose your plate. I mean your portion of it. You know what I mean? Like you should know. Like, ain't no way you could be together for a certain amount of years and not know. You know what I mean? Like you ain't I don't look at a woman like she's slow. I look at a woman like she got plenty of sense. I look at a woman like she got plenty of sense. I'll be honest with you. I would expect for her to have plenty of sense. If you'd have made it to 40 years old, you must have plenty of sense. You ain't killed over and you ain't died. You ain't flipped over no car. I assume that you got plenty of sense. So you should know. Learn your man. Earn your man. It's a beautiful thing, man. Okay. It's a beautiful thing.
She said, "I hear you." It's hard. It's hard for them though. It's hard. I tell men that's the biggest red flag. You want to see a woman's red flag if that person's worth being with. If you feel like every conversation is combative, or you feel like you always have to coach this person through their combativeness, biggest red flag.
But what if you're always critiquing that person and it's always an issue with what that person has done?
That's the man's job.
So would the woman not want to improve and ask for or get clarity?
He gave you all the man. I'm sure that man gave you the clarity. His response to you was the clarity. That's what I tell people.
He could be dealing with something that he just don't want to deal with right now, and say, "I'm good." And On Wednesday, he trying to deal with it because he might not want to give you the energy that he's giving this day. So he like, I'm good. I'm gonna deal with it. Don't worry about it. Sit back, y'all chill. Let it go. No, baby, what's wrong? No. See, you're doing too much. And then, like he said, on a Sunday or a Saturday, we go, hit the sports bar, sit back, watch a game, and then halftime coming. He said, "Hey, you know what? On Wednesday, remember when I came home on Wednesday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, this sucker shit that happened at the job, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was a little upset, and I ain't even want to give you that energy. So I just sat back and I just chilled. You know what I mean? I appreciate you, man, not poking and picking. I know y'all not, because I know you want to know. I know your nose ass want to know. I know you did, but I appreciate you just chilling and let me just sit on my shit for a little bit, because I ain't want to give you that energy. Because hell, had I said what I said, I'd probably say it to you. You thought I was talking to you, and I'm talking about Mike down the street with the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So hey, I appreciate you, baby. Yeah, give you flowers. Everybody get their flowers when they doing what they supposed to be doing. I ain't never heard nobody come in the house say, "Bitch, I wish you would fold my clothes and wash my clothes and clean my house and cook my damn dinner. Bitch, I wish you would come in here and top me off and wash my back while I'm in the shower. Bitch, I wish you would rub my feet and stroke my scalp. Bitch, I wish you would." I never heard nobody do that. Bitch, I wish you would give me peace and quiet. Bitch, I wish you would. You better give me hell. Hell wrong with you. I ain't heard nobody say that.
That's why you see, I think what Kevin Gates, we showed the video last week with Nothing But the True podcast. If you notice, that's why most of these older men do go for younger women.
But they can be coached.
They can be coached. They can understand. They can be molded to be quiet. Like just be quiet. Like
and be in that father figure, you know what I'm saying? That father figure appeal that they give to them, you know what I mean? Like there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that they like, I'm a raise the little woman up to be something. You know what I'm saying? Even though I ain't gonna be probably keeper I ain't gonna keep her forever. You know what I'm saying? But the next man they get her, but he don't know he had a ready-made product over here, boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, thank you, sir. Hey, what's your name? Mr. Gerald? Hey, thank you, Mr. Gerald. I appreciate you, man. Hey, she A1, bro. I appreciate you, dog. Hey, if you need anything, I got you. Pick you up some potassium pills, some magnesium. You need some Z-Quil. I got you, bro. Let me know. I appreciate you. Oh, man. Yeah. But, man, this was, it turned out all right, bro. Hey, it'd be a good time, man.
Oh yeah, you got a lot in the chat. I think it starts with Lisa, the first one. I think talking about the older lady.
Classic said, "The older I get, the more I'm realizing that opening up to anybody, especially a woman, beyond what you share publicly, has damn near all cons and no pros."
Are you crying?
No, I'm fine.
You okay, babe? Hold on, man. Hey, y'all. Hey, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We got a 10 co-host over here, man. And make sure she all right. So, man, y'all, hey, thank y'all for tuning in with us, man. Y'all have a wonderful evening, man. And we'll be right back at y'all tomorrow, man. 8:30 Central Standard Time. I'm Uncle Plug. This is my boy Souls of Thought. And this is Conversation with Soft Rain. And this is No Middleman. Hey, and as always, be a blessed. No.